I'm going to spend some time talking to you about the differentiated instruction unit that you're going to be writing as your final project and major grade for this course. You're going to upload it to two places. You're going to upload it to the Dropbox that I'm going to give you, and you're going to upload it also to TaskStream. And we'll give you more instructions on TaskStream as the date comes closer for when it's due. You can see in the folder here for the differentiated instruction unit, you can see instructions for differentiated instruction unit, lesson plan template, and differentiated unit plan rubric. We're going to talk about those, and there's also going to be in there a sample that was done by a student in a previous semester. I wouldn't give that the top grade. There are some things that are missing or that are weak, but it'll give you a start. To start off with, let's look at the differentiated instruction unit. And you can download this while you're watching this to see it if you can't see it clearly here. So to create your differentiated instruction unit, please ensure that it contains the following: unit topic, content area, grade level, length of unit, introduction, background information, unit objective, instructional strategies used, pre-assessment overview, unit overview, at least 5 lesson plans. Please you must use the lesson plan template found in the folder, materials that are documents, and assessments, and your references. Let's take a look at the model that will be there soon. And the model, you can see that it has overview, introduction, background information. It has TEKS, it has standards, unit objectives, instructional strategies used, pre-assessment overview. And don't just copy from here or somewhere else. We're going to be putting this through Turnitin, and I want to see some originality. I don't want to just see you copying everything. There are a few things that you will be able to copy, like the TEKS, and you can quote a few things if you need to. But I don't want you going on lessonplans.com or someplace like that and getting a lesson plan and getting everything and just doing a bunch of copy and paste from the internet. That won't go, and you're going to get hit with plagiarism, major points taken off of your unit for that. If in doubt, ask me and say, would this be all right? And I'll say probably, maybe yes, maybe I'll say no, but it depends on what it is. The 7-day unit overview, it's an overview. And the unit description, lesson 1. Now these are not the lesson plans. Okay, it says unit overview, and it says at least 5 lesson plans. Now, if these are, I asked Dr. Coronado about this because I didn't come up with this assignment. This is something that was created by the College of Education that for the curriculum instruction unit and program, master's degree program, and the MAT. And this is a set assignment with a set rubric and set instructions and so forth, and a set template. These lesson plans do not fit the template that is provided. So this is not how I want you to do your lessons. Do your lessons according to the book, the direct instruction, more like that, and using the template. And let me show you the template that is there as well. And this is the lesson plan for individualized instruction. It's not, the name is your name, subject, grade. This is not per student. This is for the class. Okay, and so you fill in describe the diverse population, audience, awareness of your special needs for this specific lesson. What is the vocabulary, or what are the skills? What's going to give trouble with your students? Now, you can focus in on, like they say, gifted and talented. If you have experience in that, you know what that is. I do, but I'm not sure if you do. As far as what their needs would be, the English language learners and the special education. That's going to be your diverse population for this individualized lesson plan. And individualized would be for students that might need that extra help during the lesson. That's the differentiation. Okay, So the materials you're going to use, the TEACs, the star aligned, instructional objectives, procedure, introduction, motivation, exploration, demonstration, modeling, what are you going to do, guided coaching practice, independent practice, independent, and so look that over. If you are wondering what to do with that, you can always send me a draft and I can give you feedback on it, because I'm big on lesson plans and I grade a lot of lesson plans. I won't be as hard on you as I am on my undergraduates, but I will expect everything to be in there and to be pretty close with good grammar and everything as well. And so you're going to make 5 of these. You can get started on that now. You don't have to wait until the weekend before it's due. We have a few weekends to do this still. This is going to be the last assignment submitted for the course, and it'll give me about a day to grade them. And so they'll have to come in. But you're going to do 5 of these. They're not going to be 5 separate documents. They're going to be one after the other. It's going to be the name, the subject, grade, and you might put up here lesson 1 somewhere as a heading. And then there's going to be, it's followed by lesson 2. And so what you're going to do is you're just going to copy the template on your document, just like the sample document is just one continuous document. You're going to be doing, you're going to include these 5 lesson plans in the appropriate place. Materials that are documents. Now materials like textbooks, iPads, things like that, you tell us about those, but any materials that are documents, handouts that you would give them. And then you give us your assessments. Procedures, modeling, guided practice, and independent practice assessment. Include a copy of the assessment instrument or describe the nature of the assessment. And so that would be fine for me, your assessments within the lesson plans. I will be fine with that. References, but if you have assessments that are documents, like a test or something like that, then you have to, or a worksheet or something like that, then of course include that in there after with the materials that are documents, and then your references. Now the references are not going to be like the ones we do for the postings. You do not have to do citations within your unit. Put your references, and the references that you're going to put in there will be the same references probably that you will do for your annotated bibliography. And so you just put them in there, and if I took off points from your annotated bibliography for incorrect APA, go ahead and change those so I won't take off the points again when you do your unit. When I went through and I looked at the model here, I looked at the references and I saw several APA errors, and I needed to go ahead and correct those, as many as I caught, before I put a revision here. That's why it's not uploaded yet, because I was just finishing cleaning this up as a better model. Now, for your instructional unit that you're going to be doing, this big massive project that's going to be a major part of your points, there's a rubric, and it's a very complicated rubric. Look it over carefully. Look at all the different components, the basic information, the topic, content, area, grade, duration, so forth. That's 30 points. How many points do we have all together? It doesn't say. Okay, total possible score 350, which seems like a lot. That's like more than 1/3 of your grade. And so you need to do a good job on this, and you need to get it in on time. I will be taking off 50 points a day that is late. But if it's a day late, it'll be 50 points off. If it's after midnight, it's 50 points off. After midnight the next day, 50 points off. So get this done. Work on it ahead of time. Don't keep it to the last minute. This will take you a couple of weekends. And at the very end, those last couple of weekends shouldn't be so intense, and you've done some of this all along. You can work on this starting now. You can do most of it now, and you can send pieces of it to me as we go along if you like. Read over the criteria. Meets expectations, which means, yeah, it's fine. You're going to get the 28, the 42, the 28, the 37, and the 93, and so forth. I mean, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get the, it'll be fine. But you're going to have to go over and above. And so for most students, I expect the average grade is going to be in this meets expectations level. You're going to have to do more, not just a bigger word count. It fits together, it's creative, and I can visualize what you're doing. And of course, the absence of plagiarism as well when you have these. And there's good alignment, good differentiation, good assessments, all these other things that it's looking for. And then we have our mechanical errors, our grammar, and so forth, up to 30 points. And do your best on this. Read this over. Don't stress too much. It'll be okay. Start thinking about it. Start working on it piece by piece. Try to get something done day by day or week by week. The end of the course is coming really quick. It's been an intense week, and it's going to get more intense. And that's what I'm telling students. If you thought it was intense so far, it's getting more intense. So if you have any questions on this, any concerns, of course you'll have some concerns, but if you need a little bit of reassurance, I'll try to do that for you.